Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Hims and Hers Health, a company that's all about making healthcare and personal care more accessible online. But are they really making healthy profits? Are the people in charge making executive compensation? Let's find out if they are making smart moves or just selling snake oil. Before we get started, if you find value in decoding these corporate documents with us, please subscribe. Also, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below to chat more about this and other companies. This is a Form 8K filing, which is essentially a snapshot of important events that a company needs to tell its investors about. The date to keep in mind here is June 12, 2025, because that's when the events being reported happened. The main event, Hims and Hers held its annual meeting of stockholders on June 12. At this meeting, shareholders, which are people who own a portion of the company, got to vote on some major decisions about how the company is run. To be eligible to vote, you had to be a stockholder by April 14th, 2025. Now, when it comes to voting power, there are different classes of stock. Class A, common stock, gets 1 vote per share, but Class V, common stock, gets a whopping 155 votes per share. That means some shareholders have way more say than others. So what did the shareholders vote on? Let's see what happened. First up, electing directors. These are the people who oversee the company's strategy and performance. Shareholders voted on 10 nominees to serve as directors until the next annual meeting. Seems like they all got the thumbs up. For example, Andrew Dudum received more than 1.5 billion votes for his election, with about 28.8 million votes withheld. That's a pretty solid endorsement. David Wells received more than 1.5 billion votes for his election, with about 28.8 million votes withheld. Next on the agenda was ratifying the appointment of KPMG LLE as the company's independent registered public accounting firm for the year ending December 31, 2025. In other words, shareholders needed to approve the company's choice of who audits their books to make sure everything looks legit. This passed overwhelmingly with over 1.6 billion votes in favor and only a tiny fraction against. Finally, there was an advisory vote on executive compensation. This is where shareholders get to weigh in on whether they think the company's top executives are being paid fairly. While this vote is non-binding, meaning the company doesn't have to on it, it's still a good way to gauge investor sentiment. This also passed, although with a bit more dissent. Over does all this mean? Let's start by looking at the big picture based on these votes. Hims and Hers appears to have strong support from its shareholders for its current leadership and direction. The election of directors and the ratification of the accounting firm both passed with flying colours. What about the vote on executive pay? While this passed as well, it saw a bit more opposition. This might be a signal that some shareholders are keeping a closer eye on how the company is compensating its top executives. Is it justified, or are they being overpaid? It could be a factor of the company's income and its direction. Ultimately though, the fact that all 3 proposals passed suggests that the company is generally on good terms with its investors. Alright, that's our breakdown of Hims and Hers' latest filing. What's your take on these votes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. And don't forget to join our Discord, linked in the description below. Thanks for watching, see you next time.